Hey y'all, welcome back. We have a new project coming up for the camper cap. So what we have had an issue with, not really a big issue. I've been running it for about a year and a half, ever since we got the cap, is, as you can see, I've got all of these rope lights now. They're falling down. We just had them Velcroed up to the inside of the camper shell. So over the past probably 6 months, I kept seeing, probably longer than that, I kept seeing ads for Kingpin lights. So I finally got a 40 and two 12s. I received them about a month ago. They've been sitting in the garage waiting for me to have some time to do this and record the video for it. But one of the other reasons why I didn't buy originally was Kingpin came out with their F series now, probably about December, November of 24. They started showing it up. So it is a color mode light system. So instead of just having the bright white, you have the option of turning it to the red bulbs as well. And these are LED. They are supposed to be really good, according to how obviously their ads are going to be what they are. They're not going to tell you they're bad. So, but we're giving it a shot. I'm going to put a 40 back here on the glass. That way I have something over here on the tailgate. I may have to do some adjustments for, I think my gas struts are a little short. Honestly, I think they need to come up a little bit further, but that's its own issue. That's not going with the Kingpin lights. But I am going to put a 40 back here, and I'm going to put, if you've seen previous videos, whenever I put my attachments to the roof to put the D-rings, I'm going to end up removing those on 2 on each side and putting the 12-inch bars in that spot. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit those D-rings back on or not. If not, that's not going to be an issue. Honestly, it sounded like a good idea to have those. I haven't had a use for them. So unfortunately, that was a good thought, bad practice, I guess, if that makes sense. Bad usage. So I'm going to end up here in a bit swapping that out. Like I said, I've got the 40, the two 12s. I did buy Kingpin's power, 12-volt power. So it runs up the battery up front and back here to the bed to run all this. I also got their rotary dimmer switch. And other than that, I did Amazon, and just picked up some regular wire for this. And I believe it's 20 gauge. Yeah, got 20 gauge wire. And then just some easy splice kit, because we'll see if I actually use those or not. Anyway, that's going to be the intro. I'm going to end up doing this. What you will need is an extra set of hands, because I don't have wind doors, so I can't reach around to get the top screws and get those stabilized. Inside, you're going to need, I believe it was a 10 millimeter socket to remove that. At that same time, since you did remove that, I would probably re-silicone those holes. That's it. That's your intro. I'm out. I'll be back to either show y'all what's going on or show y'all the final product. So I don't know if you can actually see, and I'm sorry if there's an echo. I don't know if you can actually see, but up here, those 10 millimeter nuts, some of these do have a little cover on them, and that works fine. It'll be removed this round, because basically what it has is one of these, and it's just a little keeper for that cover. You won't have an issue with that, but I removed it. Let me show you this other side. Scoot over here, and you can see what I've done is I've loosened this tin. I got lucky. These are actually frozen in previously, so I didn't need a second person. But so I've got a fender washer, and then I've wiggled this light in, and I guess I should show you. Let me grab this other one. It's on the tailgate, and I will show you what you're actually dealing with. That would be smart. So it comes in bubble wrap. It comes out. It's got the 12-inch light. You've got about a 12-inch pigtail. And then it comes with some mounting tape, some 3M tape. This is a backup plan. If I was going to put it straight to the window, I would have done that, or to this frame. Honestly, with my one, I probably would have gone straight to the windows, but you can see these little ear tabs. And what I've done is I've wiggled one in as far as it would go, shimmied it in, and then I put my D-ring back on. And that's acting as the outside washer. It also continues to give me that mounting point in the event that I go back and try to put a cargo net or something to the roof. But it seems like it works. It's a little shorter than your spacing. So if this is a 12-inch light, I'm assuming that spacing is probably right at like 12 and a half. What I may do is shimmy it a little bit further, because I can see that it's a little bit out of center, and that's just myself. So with the light, you have a power button, you have your selector, your red and white, and with the dimmer switch, I can leave these, because I'm going to put one back on this other side, as just being on, and then I can use the dimmer switch to actually turn everything on or off. So that's my plan. I'm going to continue working with this, see if I can get lucky and get this other side to do the same. But yeah, that's it for the moment. All right, so we finished up. I did end up going ahead and putting my 40 on. Turn these on. You can see behind me, we've got the two 12s. They're about halfway through the. They're halfway through the bed. Here up above me, which I don't know that we'll actually be able to see, but you can have the light on my head. And like I said, it does swap to the red. The way I wired it, all three lights are actually running to this dimmer switch. The dimmer switch is just basically a master, and each individual light has its own power and the red white light. So very simple. The only thing that I ended up having to do, which I needed to repair anyway, I ended up slicing a lot of my carpet, my liner out, in order to run the wires inside of it. But honestly, age of my topper doesn't really matter. So I ended up slicing it. Doesn't look too bad. Somewhere around here, I just used some 3M adhesive, fabric adhesive, and just glued it back up. Just make sure it gets a little tacky, and then you can put that carpet back in. So that's this entire project. I like it. So far, so good. You can see I've got the wire kind of hanging here. It's not really hanging. I ended up electrical taping it to part of my strut and running it as well into the carpet liner. So I'm sure I'll have some adjustments over time, but at the moment, I think we're doing all right. So any questions, let me know. I can leave a link possibly for Kingpin, and obviously I'll tag them in this video. So all in all, super easy to install. Hope y'all had a good one. So we're gonna do a real quick add-on to this video. I know I've already said goodbye and done the outro, but we're gonna show, this is all 3 bulbs set up, all 3 light bars. One thing I did want to show was the difference between having it dark and swapping over to the red lights. You just have to deal with me and my way of climbing up in here. Unfortunately, I did not grab my microphone or any of that, so you're getting as I run. So there's your difference between the white lights, the red lights. Obviously, we just ran all 3 bars the entire time, but in my opinion, I think this is going to work out a lot better. Obviously, with the rope lights, they were a relatively cheap set of Christmas rope lights. They've worked fine for about a year and a half, but I think these are going to be the best way to go. So I'll end that this way and add this to the video. Thank y'all.